PinkShorts. I'm your host, and I'm married with her. Today's show is called Informed Consent Claim. Wait, let me get a different chair. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Again, today's show is about informed consent claim. And let me just check my email. If my fans don't mind, I just want to check my email for any new updates on coupons. I'm really big on coupons and, grocery shopping. I know the title's gonna ruffle some feathers, but you should practice what you preach. I mean, really. Alright, let me check my email here. I usually don't show my email to my fans, but this is what's in my email. Alright, there's something about another claim. I don't know. Alright, but anyway, I wanted to explain to people about permission because I agree with permission. So I wanted to do a show about permission so that we all practice what we preach. And then maybe the emails will get less inbox. Alright, so let's go over what informed consent means. And then we'll discuss any new emails. V Siri, you want to read this for us? Let's zoom in. Informed consent is a process for getting permission before conducting a healthcare intervention on a person. A healthcare provider may ask a patient to consent to receive therapy before providing it, or a clinical researcher may ask a research participant before enrolling that person into a clinical trial. Basically, wait, you had a left foot shot. During reading that. So basically, all we're saying is that the people who are emailing us need permission as well. And all you're doing is exposing yourself to knowing what's going on. And that's fine. You can keep emailing. You can cry, you can do whatever you do. But at the end of the day, it means why were you affiliated with 18 USC 2339 AB is what we're trying to figure out. So, we just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Um, because these shows are kind of lengthy, aren't they? They're like, some of them are 7 hours, 6 hours. It just shows that someone's watching and could be stealing intellectual property that doesn't belong to you about my living conditions, my story. Could be illegally adapted in work that we can listen to as well. And we just want people to either honor our freedom of speech or we agree that you should have to need permission as well as a check to compensate for compensatory and punitive damages. Speaking of the left foot has been swollen all summer since May. So just think of the things that we're doing, the checks that have to be paid, the things that didn't quite work out anyway. I mean, we have to think of that. Um, the good thing about the emails is that people are listening to what's being said, and whoever sends out the emails has a duty of reporting. Things like hate crimes, things like verbal hate crimes, things. If you can hear things like that, I believe you have a duty as well to report those things. Um, Not to embarrass anyone's terms of conditions, but I believe um, there's a due of diligence. Let me look that up for you guys. Not that I am an attorney or anything. I think there's a due diligence of reporting hate crimes. If you're listening to any of these videos, be Siri, tell them what due diligence is, please. Due diligence. Due diligence is a responsible, reasonable steps taken by a person in order to satisfy a legal requirement, especially in buying or selling something. A comprehensive appraisal of a business undertaken by a prospective buyer, especially to establish its assets and liabilities and evaluate its commercial potential. I don't know if that's the correct definition I'm looking for. Um, Let me look up something else. Let's see if Google can help us find this. Let's see. Enable, what's going on? Enable. I really don't want to embarrass anyone if I'm offending anyone. Please do not take this seriously. But what I'm about to explain is really going to make sense. if you're listening to any of these videos. Looks like we're having a problem with the enabling the voice search. Alright. Um, Witnessing a crime and not reporting it. Let's see. I just want to know. Failure to report a crime. Here we go. Um, if you hear that, that would be failure to report the crime too. I mean, it is clear that you can be prosecuted for things like things you do, but can you be prosecuted for something you fail to do? Is there evidence that you are listening to this show? Are you failing to report crime? In most states, failure to report crime isn't a crime itself. However, there are some exceptions that you'll find a number of instances in which failing to report a crime could expose you to criminal liability. Um, Accessory to the facts. After the fact, will that be part of it? Let's see. Many states have mandatory reporting laws requiring certain types of people to report crimes against things like children, violent behavior, 18 USC 2339 AB. These are mandatory reports. Okay. Um, if you believe abuse is being taken place, you must report it. Once a mandatory reporter witnesses an act of abuse or finds evidence, he or she has a duty to report the incident to the appropriate authorities. That usually includes sharing important details about the incident. If you know the IP address of where we're speaking from, if you know the location, if the client is using phone services, I'll give you an example 910-569, blah, 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 blah. That number. We have a few other ones that we're using as well. Okay. We won't give you the name of those phone companies. Um, it has to be reported to authorities. And in cases such as the services that we use for our show, you have access to sheriffs, FBI, CIA, ATF, etc. These are agencies that you have access to. And I believe I have a list of states where you must do this. Mandatory reporters are, let's see, yada yada yada. Social workers are mandatory to report these things. Police officers, emergency medical technicians are required to report crime once you know about it. You know, you have to report these things. And a lot of states require that you report these things. If you know of it, I mean, things like email, NSA, These are agencies that you have access to. And if you can hear hate crimes, if you can hear music, you probably can hear the hate crimes that need to be emailed as well. And that's all we're asking is that if you hear hate crimes, that you please contact local police, local sheriffs, local FBI, local CIA, local ATF, local. We're asking that you use your subpoena power, or if they were to subpoena you, to do the same. Report crimes as you hear them. If you know that there's a phone call coming in about yada yada yada, you have a due diligence of reporting that. If you know the boy has a surgery that is illegal internationally, you should report that. Or we're just asking for him to have free speech. Let him use his free speech to report that. Don't you agree? How many people agree with that? I agree with it. And that is why where we are currently. I want to go over a 18 U.S. Code 2339A, providing material support to terrorists, sharing emails or phone calls. We just think you folks have a due diligence of reporting that as well. Um, to the people who are making the reports, if it is them, um, we do require that you ask permission to use an adaptation of my show or anything that I've gone through. We just ask that you use permission to disclose that. You know, just several instances. We won't go over all of them. We just want the same. We want people to practice what they preach. That's all. Just practice what you say. You know. Um, to be honest, I read over some of the emails and they're like, well, had you reported the due diligence of 18 USC 2339, you probably wouldn't hear that. I know that's a song I wouldn't play normally. So I'm not sure how that happened. But anyway, are there any questions about informed consent, permission? I'm not sure if the email was a way of finding out if there's a legal claim about something. Was that it? Or I want to know a little bit more about why. I'm here to answer questions. Maybe we'll ask the people who installed 18239. Maybe they will tell us. Let me see if I can get them on the phone here. Can't tell you who they are. I don't want them to know that I know that. No, I don't want them to know. I don't want them to know that. I don't want them to know that. Switch the camera. I have to laugh. I know. All right, put the camera back on me. Okay, let's ask them. Is there a due diligence of watching a victim of a hate crime? Wait, I lost everything. I won't name where my show's being broadcast, but is there a due diligence of them hearing a hate crime? I mean, all the claims that I've heard have been they're listening to audio. Why does this keep closing? The heck? The heck is going on? I mean, it's bigger than I thought it was. Is there a due diligence of hearing a hate crime? Let me see. I don't know. Why wouldn't it let me look at this page? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just reading over some information on. I was just thinking of if the company might have known the boy personally. And I thought about it and I said, well, yeah, of course, because, I mean, everything is about me. So, of course, the company knows. So, with that being said, I mean, I don't know. Uh, My phone number was 910-569. Yada yada yada. Um, the company is fully aware of who you are, and I don't know why they wouldn't report this to Channel 44. Like, is that who they would be reporting it to? Correct. Oh boy. They would just be reporting it to Channel 44. I mean, we're looking up, is it a crime to know about a crime? If you witness a crime, are you obligated to report it to police? What if you are aware that a crime is going to be committed, but you do nothing to prevent it from occurring? Can you be criminally liable if you do nothing at all? That's a good question. The answer to that is many people are unaware of their legal obligation when it comes to reporting criminal activity. Some want to get involved, don't want to get involved because of fear of becoming a victim themselves. There's also the possibility that you risk harm to yourself or a third party if you divulge information about a crime you, sus- you suspect has already been committed or know before it happens. Um, Others may feel that they have a moral obligation to respond as a good Samaritan. And we need good Samaritans. We really do. And expose criminals for their wrongdoing. However, there is a big difference between feeling of ethical responsibility and a legal duty to act. Today's word of the day is duty to act. Duty to act. Can we all say that together? I want to say it. V Siri wants to say it. Duty to act. Duty. What's wrong with my microphone? It's like it's too close to something. Duty to act. Duty. Duty, 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 duty. We have a duty to act. It's an ethical responsibility. Do you think you have an ethical responsibility, Mr. Email Guy? Wait, who's Mr. Email Guy? Ah, ah. Be serious, just say it. It's fine. Hold on. Ah, ah. Be serious, just be honest. What was it? Ah. Well, B Siri doesn't want to tell us. Wait, I heard something in the background, and that's all I wanted to know. Generally speaking, most people are under no obligation to report a crime, whether they knew about it in advance. Witnesses commission or found out about it after the fact. However, they are exceptions to this law that you ought to know about, and we're gonna go over that. Um, you could be aiding them, abetting them. You could be giving them information. I mean, what if I send an email to these people? You know, what if I send an email to um, BET News? What if I sent them an email about a crazy idea to run the world? What if I sent them an email? Just say who you really sent it to. I can't say that. But what if I sent it to, you know, Preme Impactico? What if I sent them an email? Sa Preme Impactico. Buenos días. What if I sent them an email about some crazy idea of the world domination? You know? What if it was true? What if it's not true? What if I'm just a crazy guy with a computer? I don't think I'm crazy because a friend of mine made an album about me not being crazy. And I want to say hello, hi. I love the album and I love all of your songs. And I'm so proud of all of the work you've done. That if you ever need anything, let me know. I will always be here. I'm always here for you. If you ever need anything. All right, so let's finish by we have to report bigger. If you hear the word bigger, it could just mean a big object. It could mean something's the size is different than something else. But if the boy says right foot shot bigger, audibly, who has the duty to act? Is it, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure where my show was broadcast. I'm not sure how many people even watch it. I'm not sure how people are even able to email me of the little sounds that they hear. You know, if I was to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how do you hear me singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? How I wonder what you are. Is that the word? I don't know if that's. Anyway, let me just go over the legal part of listening to. Wait, I spelled Twitter wrong? There is two T's in Twitter. Oh my god, I feel like a fifth grader who just got an F on their test. There's two T's in Twitter. I'm so sorry about that. My god. I feel like a retard. You guys want to know a secret? Someone's been telling me to talk about them on this show, and I'm like, I don't. think so because I'm very, what should I say? I'm a household name, which means my name is synonymous with having dinner, having breakfast, having lunch, you know, having mashed potatoes. Those products that you make that with is synonymous with me. And I don't think you would fit in being a household name. I mean, I could count to 10, and that might be about as synonymous as it gets, but that's about it. All right, so moving on. What I do want to talk about is something I had for lunch today. Guess what it was? Am I allowed to show them? Okay. My publisher said I can quickly show you. This product is so amazing. It really is. I'm totally like, if I could have some right now, that would be totally amazing. Could you imagine me sipping on that right now? Like, oh my god. Wait, this is what the freak? You think so? I'm not concerned about that. Alright. Alright, I can quickly show you something. Look at this picture, isn't that? Oh, that's so cute. That's what I had for lunch today. So, unfortunately, why would I bring up things that are irrelevant to that? You know, I mean, this might be relevant, but I don't want to talk about that today. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about hearing hate crime. You know, if things are bigger, they're probably larger. You know, so where I am in California, and it says here, um, sometimes hate crimes really are offensive, and I just think we have a duty to act on the emails that we send each other. We have a duty to act when we hear each other. It shouldn't take 30 days to get a variety of it shouldn't take no more than 7 to 10 business days. Mr. Merriweather, I've never seen you emotional like this. It's because we have a word of the day. To the event? Yeah, that word. To the event? To and hearing hate crime. Alright, I think I'm ready to explain what we're doing. Sending emails to each other about your video is offending the trade center. I mean, seriously. Okay. If I'm offending the trade center, the brand new one, I'm sorry. Okay. But look what these folks are doing. All right. So I didn't hear a response to that. The new trade center. Let's take a look at a picture. Do we have a picture of the new World Trade Center? I've never been there. I was thinking of going there before I went home. Does that sound like a plan? Who wants to have a meet and greet at the World Trade Center? Meet and greet at the World Trade Center. If any company that is in the World Trade Center would like to invite me for, if you want me to speak at a maybe a business dinner, if you want me to speak for your employees, I will be more than happy to uplift anyone who works at the trade center with my story. You know, to contact me, simply email me at alanmerriweather@gmail.com. Or if you look at the link, you can tweet me at fresh underscore Jordanz, not with an S, because you know. But anyway, how do I find out what companies are here? Is there like Silverstein Properties? I have a kitty cat named Silver. Anyone wants to see my kitty cat? All I'm saying is there are important things to discuss. Really. Okay, I am offering my motivational speaking duties at the World Trade Center. If any company would like me to do, oh, hold on, wait. Let's postpone. Um, I know what they did. It's just I really want to invite people to email me if you want me to speak at a luncheon. I'll be more than happy to do that. You know, so anyone who um, resides their business name, I'll be more than happy. Oh, there is a list of companies. Oh my god! Wow, there's so many. Oh my god. Again, I'm offering this service for free. I'm donating my motivational skills for free only to people who work at the Silverstein properties at the World Trade Center. I'm offering public speaking. I'm offering a photo session. You can have one photo with me, an 8 by 10 photo, signed autograph. You can also have a link to my website, okay? And you can I'll be more than happy to explain everything on my website. Everything. I'm looking at a list of companies that reside at the Silverstein properties, and I'm so interested in Resi RBC, does business there. Um, JP Morgan Chase, Citibank. Um, these are companies that I adore. AT&T, um, Bank of America, um, the GSA. There's so many. Um, I would be more than happy to do public speaking to uplift all the employees, to build morale. That's what I want to do. Okay? Alright, so getting back to yada yada yada. Um, where was I? I was speaking about hearing the hate crimes. What I believe is when they screen the videos, they're listening for sounds, or there's some software. Either there's software they use or they're actually viewing the videos live. And we just have to say that I've listened to some of the videos and they're horrendous. Just what people are saying. And we believe that by you sending emails, I don't know who you is, but it's called aiding and abetting a crime. And it's Penal Code Section 31. In California, you can be charged with that crime. If you're aiding or abetting in its commission, even if you did not actually commit the crime, Penal Code Section 31 describes the phrase aiding and abetting as meaning that you've assisted another person to commit a crime. Prosecutors can charge you as an aider and abetter whenever you know the perpetrator's illegal plan, intentionally encourage or facilitate that plan, and aid, promote, or instigate in the crime's commission. And that could mean phone records. That could mean establishing the connection, knowing about it, assigning the number a certain way. You know how some phone numbers are like 33333, call 33333. If you're aiding in creating those numbers, that's a crime, you know? And we just want you to help report those crimes, you know? Like, what if my computer was gone tonight and you knew? You would be aiding in a crime of knowing that. That's horrible. Now, there's lot of people who are required to report these things, and that could be school administrators, UCLA, University of Buffalo, administrators of youth centers, medical care professionals, law enforcement, social workers, food stamps, cash, clergy members, firefighters, therapists, and computer technicians are required. Think about the people who make the computer screens go on and off. Think about the people who make computers or program them. So it says here that the conviction. Wait, hold on. Let's see. Sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, physical injury, hitting, kicking, throwing harmful objects, pulling hair, left hand shot. While going over this information, again, my phone number is 910-569. Um, and then you can pretty much get the rest. Verbal abuse, failure to provide adequate food, clothing, shelter, medical attention, and education, emotional abuse or neglect. And it says here that a mandatory reporter must file a complaint of suspected or actual abuse or neglect with inappropriate law enforcement within 36 hours of discovery. 36 hours of discovery. That's literally a day and a half, right? It's literally a day and a half to report this. Failure to report this kind of things. I mean, you could be punished by a $5,000 fine, a year jail sentence, or both. Failure to report crime under federal law 18 U.S. section. I'm sorry. Failure to report crime under federal law 18 USC section 4. Federal law prohibits concealing information about specific crimes. Under 18 United States Code section 4, you may be obligated to report a crime if you are directly asked during a criminal investigation. Whenever you have the knowledge of the commission of a felony, the felony actually occurred. The felony is a federal offense. So assigning a phone number, 910-569, would be knowing of those offenses. And if you willfully conceal the commission, penis shock, wow, discussing that. Um, and that's probably from um, the police report that we have filed. That's probably from left hand shot. So, unfortunately, that's what that is. If you willfully conceal the commission of a felony federal offense, you can be charged with misprison of a felony. Misprison of a felony is a form of obstruction of justice. If you are convicted, you can face up to a $250,000 fine, imprisoned up to 3 years, or both, and imprisonment. So I don't know who reviews this stuff, but that phone number. It's as simple as it sounds. It sounds like don't wait, call 333. So I think I've explained our policy on watching our show. And I want to thank the people who have helped put my show together. Uh, why don't we save this? This is pretty good, wasn't it? It was. Do you remember the four Santa Monica? I mean, the commissioner of Metro is the mayor. And I think he knows exactly what's going on. A witness of a crime. How whack is that? Witness a crime. Witness a crime. Witness a crime. Witness a crime. So I hope the people that screen these videos understand failure to report a crime. Left that shot. As much as people have questions, we're not answering them. We're not answering questions. We're not doing this and that. Yada yada yada. You know. Clearly, I have chosen someone who agrees with me, and I'm sure that's why you're showing that. But the Santa Monica bus needs to know that you need to report that crime. It's so whack to be a witness a crime. It's whack. Witness a crime. That's the word of the day. Whack. Witnessing a crime. It's horrible to witness a crime. If you witness a crime, if you see something wrong, tweet it to me. I'm on Twitter all day. You can tweet it to me. It's on Twitter now. I just tweeted it. Failure to report a crime is 18 USC Section 4. You know, we've got to search for the right clues. We've got to know. We've got to know. So I'm live on Twitter. And I forgot I had a touchscreen computer. I can literally touch my screen. Totally forgot I had that. I totally forgot. The good thing about being out is that we agree, keep your own secrets. Fortunately, I won, and if we believe in keeping things to ourselves, let that be what it needs to be. You know? Keep things to yourself. Keep things to yourself. All right, so I'm going to answer some Twitter questions anonymously. You can tweet now, and I will answer your Twitter questions about Santa Monica bus. 4. U.S. code. Yes, somebody, I guess, sodomized him, and then they took his Samsung Note 2 and downloaded like 28 different websites or something. And then they searched his bag when he had dinner. They were supposed to, I guess, give him a gift card to say sorry, but they never gave him a gift card. Did they ever give you a gift card? $1 million? No. Oh, they gave you $1 million. Oh, that's good. Let's give them a round of applause. That's how you resolve an issue with $1 million. Do me a favor because I see